Foreclosure. 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 Learn all about foreclosure processes, warning signs and preventive measures in this informative blog post, so you can protect yourself from the risks and stop the foreclosure. A foreclosure is when a lender, the owner of the property, takes possession of your home because you failed to repay your mortgage. This usually happens after a loan becomes delinquent, which is defined as more than 90 days past due. A second lien holder often forecloses first by asking a court for permission to take over the mortgage. After that, the bank that owns the rest of the loans will pursue their own legal action against you. Usually, the next step is to sell the house at a public auction or through an online real estate company. The proceeds go towards paying off other debts such as credit cards you used to pay for housing, and any mortgages that are not in your name. While this can seem scary, it's important to remember that there are strict laws in place to prevent just plain fraud when facing foreclosure. Many states require that lenders follow a set process before initiating proceedings, so don't worry about being able to cover basic costs like food while you wait out the process. Illegal actions are very expensive, and even fraudulent conduct gets tough lawyers involved. Consequences of foreclosure. Foreclosure can have devastating effects that extend far beyond just the homeowner. Creditors can come after other assets and damage your credit report, family members who co-signed on the loan can be sued, and the homeowner may be subjected to legal action if they're unable to pay the balance of their loan. Their lender may file a lawsuit and damage their credit score with losing your home or a short sale over the mortgage debt. Foreclosure process. A homeowner who defaults on their mortgage payments can find themselves in foreclosure. The foreclosure process begins by the lender sending a notice of default to the homeowner of missed payments. This notice notifies the homeowner of their current financial situation and asks for payment plans or court action to be taken. If payment is not received within a certain amount of time, legal proceedings are initiated which could cause eviction from the home and sale at auction to repay debt, or it will cause a foreclosure sale. Judicial foreclosure and non-judicial foreclosure. Judicial foreclosure and non-judicial foreclosure are two different processes used to repossess a property when a borrower has failed to make payments. Judicial foreclosure requires a court order, and involves a lengthy legal process. Non-judicial foreclosure does not require a court order and is quicker and cheaper than judicial foreclosure, however it does not offer the same legal protection for homeowners. Both methods are used to recover debts from borrowers, but each have different advantages and disadvantages which should be considered before deciding which is best for the situation. If the borrower defaults on a mortgage, the clause of power of sale allows the lender to foreclose without judicial review. Reasons why a foreclosure happens. A house can go into foreclosure for many different reasons. Sometimes it is due to bad credit making it difficult to get a loan modification, loss of employment that makes paying bills impossible, or you run out of money and cannot make your monthly payments. With our growing economy, most people have enough income these days to be able to pay their mortgage. Another reason may be when a homeowner stops paying his/her mortgage in full each month. This is called delinquency. When this happens, the lender will begin the process of having a third party handle the property. This third party will either sell the home at a public auction or take possession of the house by buying it directly from the lenders. There are several types of foreclosure procedures, some are more harmful than others. The one we want to talk about today is pre-foreclosure. This is when there is no formal eviction process done yet, but the bank is taking steps toward this. What happens during a foreclosure? When a lender starts the process of foreclosing on a property, there is usually a notice period where they will not take action unless you pay them to do so. This is called a moratorium or postponement. During this time, the bank cannot take possession of the home. The house remains in your name, but the mortgage company has first right to sell it. They can also work with you to find a new place to live if you are still willing to continue paying your mortgage. There are several steps that lenders must complete before taking ownership of a property. These include getting court approval to seize the loan, serving legal notices, advertising the property for sale, and negotiating a selling price. Once these things have been completed, the lender takes over as owner. At this stage, the bank no longer owes you any money, so they may try to recover their investment through litigation or by seeking compensation from insurance companies for lost income or reduced living costs while the house was being lived in. Potential effects of a foreclosure. While going through basic foreclosure process is quite stressful, there are some potential long-term consequences for your house and life that need to be considered, so try and make mortgage payments. One of the most significant issues is what happens to you afterwards. When a lender sends notice to you that they will begin the eviction process, it's normal to feel overwhelmed. It can also be confusing. How do I pay my bills? What about my kids? Fortunately, we're here to help. We'll connect you with special services that have helped thousands find their next home or career. These are free or low-cost services you may already know about, things like career coaches, housing relocation specialists, credit counseling. There's no way that we could offer one-on-one service to every person in our country who experiences homelessness due to a mortgage crisis, but we want to make sure everyone has access to these resources. Sometimes, things just don't work out in your life and a house can get into trouble. When this happens, your financial situation may become very unstable as you try to fix it. A foreclose is when a lender starts proceedings to seize and sell your home to repay what they believe you owe. This usually includes what are called mortgage loans that need to be repaid. It also means that there will be no more money coming in from income or savings, so people who know you about your house will keep an eye on it for you while you figure out what to do next. There are several different types of mortgages and lenders, and not everyone agrees on which one is best under these circumstances. What kind of mortgage you have could make a big difference how you handle this, but speaking with others about possible solutions can help you find the right thing for you. Ways to prevent a foreclosure. The chances of you experiencing a home foreclosure are very high. You can try to avoid it by being conscious about how much debt you carry, and making sure that your monthly payments are affordable. But unfortunately, sometimes life gets out of control for people. Unexpected medical bills or lower income due to unemployment run into problems. It is important to know what steps your lender will take in order to foreclose on a house. There are several stages involved in this process, which include pre-foreclosure, judicial lien search, notice, auction, and sale. Some of these stages occur quickly while others may drag on for months or even years, depending on the length of time lenders require to verify information. Avoid foreclosure. Avoid the foreclosure process by understanding your mortgage loan and lender eligibility requirements. Options to avoid foreclosure is the legal process of terminating a mortgage loan. A homeowner who defaults on their mortgage payments can have their property foreclosure auctioned off by the lender, or they may decide strict foreclosure in court. Mortgage lender. A mortgage company is a business that provides financial services related to mortgages, such as originating and issuing mortgage loans. Mortgage companies may also provide other types of financial products and services, such as foreclosure prevention, mortgage forbearance, or real estate-related advice, so they have options available to help you avoid foreclosure to stay in the home before foreclosure is considered. Type of foreclosure. Foreclosure is simply a legal process that is used to evict a homeowner from their home. Most foreclosures are initiated through the statutory process, which involves filing a lawsuit against the homeowner with the appropriate court. The other type of foreclosure is called an attorney's sale, and this occurs when the lender agrees to sell the property to an outside party, an auction. This is a legal process that allows to initiate foreclosure. You want to make your mortgage payments to stop the foreclosure process, So get help before your home is sold.